apologize. Like I said, it's been a while since I have streamed, and so kind of like being a noob all over again. So what I'm doing tonight is I am doing some treasure hunting. Ultima Online. It is a very old game, but still fun at times. I kind of bounce back and forth on whether or not I want to play it. Sometimes I let the sub go, sometimes I resub again. But overall, I mean, it's just one of those games that you always keep going back to. So let's see here. Pick out my pet. There he is. That should be the one. Would really suck to get the wrong pet and go to fight some of these things. Yep, that is the one. Alright. So, I forget I can ride him. Used to dragging that stupid created dragon around everywhere and not being able to ride or anything, so let's see. Yeah, not the best location. That one is even worse. So I don't feel like doing either one of those tonight. Yeah, that one's not too bad. So we'll go ahead and go with that one there. Then I got my tram one, Moonglow, nice and easy. These are horde maps. I want to say these are level, used to be equivalent to the old level 6 maps, but with the changes and everything, I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to start with this Malice one. And let's see, there we go. I am playing the EC client. Kind of bounce back and forth. I'll use both of them, but more times than not, I'm on the EC client. So let me bounce over. I have a rune library here I made. Well, I didn't make it. I helped a friend make it. And I'll pop over and see which rune will take me closest to there. So, okay, 13 Luna East. So, Luna East, there we go. Rune 13 is the closest. So I need to go in there. All right. Pre-marked. All right. Man, I remember when this used to be just packed with homes. And now you can run and run and run, and there's just nobody here. Very sad. I don't know how much longer they can keep the game going. There's a steady amount of people, but they must be making enough to keep the doors open, but just never know for how much longer. Alright, so somewhere from the last time I played, I lost my bag that had my shovel in it, so now I need to redo my macro. Oh. I have no idea if you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm bringing up my Razor. I have used the Razor Nostromo to hotkey everything. So I had to switch that back from what I was doing earlier. Oh yes, I forgot to target my map. It's just been too long. There we go. Alright, so what I like to do once I get it going is I go ahead and mark a rune at the chest. And then I run off a base and make a safe rune. That way I got somewhere to recall to. Oh wow, I figured out how to hit him. Oh well. So then I go ahead and precast my recall so I can recall off to a safer spot. Dong, dong, dong. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Invis. So they don't come after me. Now I can go get them. So, trick here is not to grab too many of them at one time. So, go to war mode. I'm going to grab too many of them, I know it. I want to try to grab these Devourers, because what they do, there we go, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and reanimate things and put more spawn on you. Plus you got to keep a little distance or they will end up changing target and going to you. And those gloves are kind of crappy mana regen, but not really worth taking. So what I'm going to do is come down here and try to grab the other Devourer from a different spot here. There we go. For me. Once he's dead, I can just go right in and start doing my normal vet healing. There we go. Loot him while he's messing around with that. Alright. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now the next part is the part that I don't really like. I mean, it's easy. You know, there's really no issue with it, but this, I don't know. I do not like the new changes they did to the treasure maps. I know some people say they're great, but I don't like it. They're nice, quick, and easy now, but I mean, I don't know. They're not that much fun. And I hate the spawn while you're sitting there trying to disarm the trap. I mean, I've found it where it's pretty easy. They very rarely ever chase me anymore, but it's just still kind of a hassle.
Mine.
And I don't think I've ever seen them really grab anything useful. Alright, so what I do now... Oh, man, oh man, I completely forgot. I don't need to be in my luck suit anymore. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Best treasure, I mean, I don't know. There's really not a whole lot. You know, I mean, it's just gold. If you're lucky, you'll get a legendary in the chest, but I mean, there's really nothing super great. I don't know if you've played UO before or not, but they have different armor and weapon pieces, different jewelry, which all have stats and everything on them, and then there's gold, gems. Now they have different kinds. There's a mage's one where everything's geared more towards casters. There's warrior one where everything's geared towards warriors. Artisan one for crafters, and most of the loot is done for there. So now, before I can actually get into it, I've got to go ahead and use my remove trap, and this will spawn things one at a time, and I just kind of move over here out of the way and let my pet take them, and every time it does, something spawns, it'll cause damage to me. I gotta stay far enough from there so it doesn't come after me. If I'm too close to the chest, they'll spawn and come after me. There will probably be one or two more that will pop out. Maybe. Alright, so let me try. Chances are there's nothing else that's going to pop out. It's probably going to finish it now. Usually once the spawn stops and I go back and do my disarm trap, yep, it works. Then it works. So these are the new chests. You can get things like here. Again, I don't know if you play Ultima Online, but scrolls of alacrity, these help you gain when you're trying to level your skills. This here, scroll of transcendence, like this one's for lumberjacking. It gives you 3/10 of a full point. As soon as you double click on it, it'll automatically give you that. So for so in your skills, you know, you got skills and stuff, and like here, 115 animal lore, 115 taming. I don't know if I have anything that's not finished on this character. 60 remove trap. Doesn't look like on this character, but you'll have everything is gained in tenths, and So that'll help you gain right away. Game is a true sandbox to the extent that you can make your character whatever you want it to be. You can have all kinds of skills. You can randomly pick them. You can drop them. You can, put new ones on there and take old ones off. You have a max of 720 skill points. This is the enhanced client. I sometimes use the original classic client, but not too often. This just has so many more features and stuff in it that for me it's just not. Rather, the video's not quite as good, or not video, but the graphics aren't quite as good. But come on, open up. For some reason, not able. There we go. Wasn't able to target him, so I couldn't put the stuff in his. Drop it on him. No. Where'd all those other coins go? Huh. Oh, there they are. Okay. You get a bag of gems every time. And then this one here was an artisan's hoard, so sometimes you'll get different crafting supplies in there, but other times just not. See, now I was expecting some ingots or something, but I didn't get any of those. So most of the time this stuff's no good. Just kind of go through it, look for anything that I might want or think will sell. Like this one here has decent resists. It's brittle, which isn't too bad, but you can't repair it. But it's only 10 LMC and everything else is pretty low, so chances are nobody will buy it and won't be anything that I'll use. Like this one here wouldn't be too bad. Only it's antique. I'll grab it and probably throw it up for a couple thousand. I always double check everything though, because sometimes I end up with things that kind of sneak in there that I didn't realize. See, now this one's a mixed one. Swing speed increase, but everything else is more casting. Eval, intel, bonus of 8, mana increase, mana regen of 4, spell damage increase 15. Oh, I might find a use for that on one of my characters. Oh. So no legendaries in here. I don't know. This is EA. I dabble on the free shards here and there, but not a whole lot. So I ended up with 56K. So a little over 57. Not too bad, but I mean, I don't know. It's just not as fun as it used to be. Alright, so now let's head over to do this Mage's Hoard. That's over on Moonglow. I'm not even going to go back to my treasure library. I'm just going to go straight there. This one should be fairly easy and quick to get to. Now, before I forget, now put on my luck suit. The way EA works is that when you first pop the treasure chest, first start digging, and you find it, that's when the luck triggers. So after I dig it up, I put my regular suit back on. It's got better resists and better for a caster and all that. So it's going to be over here. Where is Moonglow? That's Bucks. This is one of the new features in Pinko's UI. Makes it easier to find treasure maps and stuff. Don't have to have it, but kind of nice. Once you line it up, you just click it, and then it puts it on the map, shows where you're at, so it should be right about here. So, just my macro. And that's what I love about this thing, is everything is done in-game. You don't need any third-party stuff. And see, I can usually hit it right first time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and remark my runes. Do this so that they don't spawn on top of me and kill me before I can invis. A lot of times they're already attacking you before you can invis. So I go ahead and recall a little ways away so I can regroup. Yeah, I haven't tried Outlands. I keep saying I'm going to. And maybe one of these days I will. Oh, I saw an ancient worm in there. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit harder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. Not much room to run if I get into danger over there. So I'm going to come down this way before I attack. Let me change suits. Alright, so need you to stay. See if we'll get just one. Whoa, alright. If it's just the Titan and the Ancient, it won't be too bad. I just don't want both. Okay. I just don't want both of the Collector of Souls and an Ancient Worm, not too bad. This is one of the new pets, and he's pretty good. Oh crap. He's taking a lot of damage. Another nice thing about the safe places is if I get into too much trouble, I'll recall away, and then I'll get a chance to re-heal my pet. Once they both run out of mana, it shouldn't be too bad here. Now when they redid these, they supposedly made them so you're not supposed to be able to solo the big ones, but they're still easy to solo. The hardest ones are actually in Terror, just because most of the locations are very unfriendly. Very rough areas with a lot of spawn. And then into Kuno, they have this one boss that does a lot of damage, and when you get too close to him, he'll chase you down. And I hate those. I usually have to recall a few times. My pet dies once or twice. And those ones are just, they are just a pain. Where is it? Where? There it is. Go ahead and cut this guy up while we wait. Is this ring any good? Yeah. Drop that, maybe. Oh, there we go. So I think there's one more ancient worm up here. Oh, and a blood. Something else up there too. Alright. Either another blood or a poison. Alright, so we got this guy here. Got him all by himself. This one shouldn't be too bad. Even if that blood shows up, shouldn't be too bad. Now my beetle, if you're wondering, like I said, he's one of the newly trained ones. He's got Mortal Strike, Armored Nor, Poisoning, and Wound Corruption. Pretty much maxed out. Now I don't have the money for the big scrolls, the 120s, and they're not. It's hard to find them. I play on Chesapeake, and they're hard to find. You'd have to go to Atlantic and bring them back, and it's just not worth it. I have a bunch of 110s, or I can easily buy them, and that's what I usually do when I build my pets. Just finishing up a Scree. Can't wait to use him, though. He's not going to be anywhere near as tough as this beetle is. This beetle's pretty tough for a blue beetle. Alright, doesn't look like anything else of any value there. Hate those poisons. There we go. And that's as tough as these things get. Which is not tough at all. Alright. And now for the disarming of the trap. Make sure I'm far enough away. You either have to have the vet reward to do it. You can, if your count is 14 years or older, you can use the vet rewards, which are shard shields that allow you to go back and forth, or you can purchase from them a transfer token. But very rarely do I do that. I usually I have a character on Atlantic, and I'll go ahead and buy what I want there and see about a friend bringing it back to me who has shard shields. I still have like another year to go before I got mine. That's the problem when you take time off. You lose age on your account when it's not subbed. Started playing in 2000, so my account, should definitely be old enough, but there's a lot of time unsubbed. Alright, so pretty much it is done. I gotta click the chest one more time, but nothing should spawn out this time. Should be disarmed, and go ahead and loot it. This is a mage's horde, so this time, like here, inscription, spirit speak, spell weaving, and magery. Not too bad. But there's no, I don't know. Not that they were ever difficult, but they were more challenging before. And treasure chests were full, so it was still kind of fun. A lot of people didn't want the regs and stuff, but I always kept that stuff. I do a lot of inscription and different things. It always comes in handy. I got so many gems now, though, that I just usually sell those. And I got more than I need for imbuing. Treasure hunting's not a bad thing as a gold farm. Loot's not the greatest. I got to experiment again. I'd done it one time where I brought another character along. Problem is when they do those things spawn out, a lot of times it'll kill my extra character. I don't think any of this. Well, you see the resists are really low on it, plus it's antique. All this crap's antique tonight. Resist suck, plus it's cursed. That one's not too bad. I wish it was spell channeling though. It's got 6 mana regen, but it's all damage increase and swing speed increase, so nah, not any good. And yeah, loot's so-so. That's not bad. Get a couple thousand for it probably. This one's quite a bit weaker on the gold. Only had 43,000 in it. And so now I'm off to the bank. Sell all those gems. Let's see how much money I got. Make a nice little amount with the gems from the hordes. Guessing probably about 25 altogether. Yeah, I might actually hit 30 tonight. Yeah, not bad. 35,000. Oh. So, not too bad. So, I have a total between the two try to even this stuff out. Not bad. It's 120, about 145,000 from those two chests. Once you sell all the gems and you collect the gold from killing everything. Then I got my little soul binder up to a grand soul. So not too bad. I think I'm gonna skip those two there. And the spawn in them didn't look so good where they're at. So not quite worth trying. I missed that piece of leather there. That one might not be too bad. We'll go ahead and check this one out. But if there's too much spawn, it's just not worth doing. I'd rather put them back in storage and let them reset. So, Royal City, there we go. So, okay, across the bridge and then through all the crap. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to run through a bunch of spawn. None of it's really that dangerous. Just kind of a pain. You don't want to drag too much with you. So, do you play in UO and Evolution or one of the other free shards? Yes, and you haven't played official shards in a while. Gotta get my video camera, my webcam back up. I switched, moved desks around and stuff, and gotta find a new place to, oh, chicken lizard! Gotta find a new place to put my webcam. Alright, so, see, I think all these things are gonna, yeah, there's a scree, there's another scree. Maybe these boras don't attack, then that might not be too bad. Let's try gathering these guys up. Come on. I guess I could just try and kill him. Might be able to. Come on. I don't know if they're going to respawn up or not. These are nice little pets, though. Great Lakes in the 90s, some free shards. Yeah, so you've played around quite a bit. Yeah, free shards have come a long ways. Come on. Some ways I like them better. But they just kind of, I don't know. It's hard finding a good one with a steady population because a lot of times, like this shard seems dead, but you start playing on some of those free shards and there's just nobody there. You know, they might have 100 people that play or something, but it just seems like nobody's ever on. I just recently started playing on Siege again. It's been kind of interesting. Reminds me a little bit of the old days. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Alright, so we're going to do this one. Alright. Reminds me I gotta switch my luck suit back on. There we go. Should be in here somewhere. Seems like they're usually by those trees. There we go. Where is it? Okay, it's digging it way over there. Yeah. I don't know how hard these guys are to kill. I don't know if it's going to try to attack me or not. It's not going after my pet. It's not bad. So we'll come over here. We'll mark our rune here. Safe rune, and just hope that nothing steps in the way of it. There we go. And get all set for the safe room. I don't remember what spawns with these guys. Viz him too. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's much gold on these guys. 31. I usually don't bother looting them. Alright. So, you stay here and let's see what we can grab. Overall, those don't look too tough. I think the creatures that spawn's generally easier in this one. I don't remember if those guys do any area attacks. Oh, he's attacking me now. Unsure about that. Hey, stop coming after me. That sucks. The only one that's really... Whoa. I didn't know that thing casted. Unless it was like fire breath. No. Alright, come on. Come on, come on. Go attack him. Oh, I want to stay out of there. Viz. Why is my pet not attacking? There we go. That was weird. He just did not want to attack that thing. I think that greater poison elemental back there will be like the most dangerous thing in this whole chest. Ooh, I got a new map. Alright. Of course, it's for here. Ugh. That's not a good area. Alright. Don't remember about these earth elementals. I don't know. Oh, alright, we already got two things on. Don't know about area attacks. Shouldn't be. When you're a high up tamer, you almost don't seem to need to feed them anymore. It's like you don't really have to eat anymore because it doesn't. There's nothing against not eating. There's no negative things anymore. So I don't think so. He's probably extremely happy. Yeah, I guess he could be fed. Alright, they don't seem to be doing any area attacks, so I got back in here and fed again. This time I'm going to wear my luck suit after I open it. It was telling me, I forget, the Chironics, I think, one of the developers was saying that it checks the luck when you first start digging. And doesn't matter if you dig it up or not, your first dig attempt is when you trigger the luck. But I don't know, how true that is. I just don't seem to have any luck on looting these things. Alright, so we'll leave the luck suit on. Oh, I know what it is. This character doesn't have his taming complete. That's what it is. I got a... he's like 106 taming and 115 lore. And so he doesn't listen to me all the time, my pet. Alright, so come over here. Yeah, I did feed him. Better to be safe than sorry, right? So, I don't know. There's only one thing. It's weird that nothing else came out. Alright. Huh. Wow. That's very rare that only one thing spawns out. So this one was, what was this? The Ranger's Horde. So taming, so those will be, those taming ones will be worth a little bit. So about 50k gold, not bad. Hey, get out of there. Alright, let's see if we got anything good. Probably not. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know if my guard can use it or not, but I'll take it. That's one thing, I need to make a thrower. I think one of the only things I haven't done in UO. And nothing in this one either. Oh well. About 60-ish K before turning in those gems and everything. All right. Don't know what my dogs are barking at. They think they hear something. So let's see. The one nice thing about the change that I will say is that the low level maps are now actually worth doing, because even the low ones will get you around 30 to 40k after selling off the gems and everything. So definitely not bad. All right. $18k in gems. Not bad. 67, almost 68,000 in gold. Not bad. treasure hunting is definitely the best. Hey, I appreciate it. I took a break from streaming for a while. Oh, yeah, 77K. What was I thinking? Yeah, because it was 60K in the one stack. So, yep, you're right. My wife had a stroke. I took a break from streaming for a while. I'm just getting back into it. I kind of bounce back and forth. I do some streaming for EVE Online, and then I like to throw some UO in there and stuff. If you did enjoy it, I really would appreciate a follow. I'm trying to build my channel up, and that break definitely did not help. So I am going to go and call it a night. I got to work in the morning. Thank you. I appreciate it. A little bit of UO history here. This is, I don't think there's too many of these left. This castle is in the Vesper Guard Zone. The castle was given away as a I think it was some kind of prize for some kind of contest, and most of them have fallen by now. This was what, 2002 it was placed, so very old, and not many of them left up. So thank you for watching. Once I kind of get things worked out, I'll get a schedule put back up and stuff like that. Love streaming, love playing games, and so it kind of makes sense. So I am gonna call it. Thank you for watching, and hope to see y'all again. Have a good night.